Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We're back with another video of Elden Ring Nightreign. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get the Duchess character and how to start and finish her Remembrance. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys how to unlock the Duchess character, and the first thing you need to do is defeat the first Night Lord, which is Tricephalos, Gladius the Beast of Night. So after you defeated Tricephalos, the first Night Lord, you will be rewarded with the old Pocket Watch relic. And if you're not able to beat him, sometimes he does randomly drop this item, so that is another way to get it, but it would be a lot quicker to just beat him. Once you get this, then you can unlock the Duchess character. And once you get back to the round table hold, you're going to go talk to the priestess here, and you're going to show her the old Pocket Watch. And then you're going to give it to her. And then there's going to be a cutscene that plays out. And the priestess, the lady you just gave the pocket watch to, ends up turning into the Duchess. And the Duchess is a dexterity-based character that primarily uses daggers. And she's a thief, assassin type hero. And she's a very, very quick character. She's one of the best characters in the game. She can get in and out of combat very quickly. And then after you get done with the cutscene, it's going to show you that you've unlocked the character. And then after you see that, you're going to want to go over to the character changing table and change over to the Duchess. So once you've chosen the Duchess as a character, to be able to start the Remembrance, you're going to need to be able to get a memory fragment. And to get them, you need to do at least a couple expeditions or defeat a Night Lord. Sometimes they are randomly dropped with your relics at the end of a match, but you're way more likely to be able to get one if you defeat a Night Lord. And again, you do have to get one of these to be able to start the Remembrance, or else you just won't be able to progress it at all or start it. So once you've done an expedition or two, you're going to go through this far door on the left, and there's going to be a journal up here, and you can fast travel to this journal if you want to get here quicker on your map. And it's going to say begin Remembrance and on page 3, and you can read through the dialogue if you want to, but we're just going to hit begin Remembrance, and then it's going to fade out, and you're going to end up right back at the round table. Now once you get back here, you're going to head right back in the room that you were just in on the far left door. And it's going to give you your first objective. So our first objective is to talk to Raider. And if you look on your map, you can see exactly where he's at with the yellow dot. And he's going to be standing right out here. So just exhaust his dialogue. Now he is going to want you to go check on Wilder. And again, you can look on the map and find out exactly where he's at. And he's going to be in the far left room where the journal is. If you just go past where the journal is into this room right here, he's going to be sitting right here. And again, just exhaust his dialogue. So after you've fully exhausted the Wilder's dialogue, you're going to head right back to the journal, and it's going to say talk to the Raider. So we're going to head right back over to the Raider and exhaust his dialogue again. So after you get done talking with the Guardian, it's going to say personal objective added, and you're going to go back over to the journal and see what your next objective is. So it says find armament maintenance materials in Limveld. So to do this, you're going to have to go on an expedition to be able to find the item that you need. So once you've gone on your expedition, there is going to be a red dot in the bottom left hand corner of the map, and that is going to be your waypoint for the progression of the Remembrance. And once you get down there, there is going to be 3 Erdtree Guardians, and it does make it a little easier to beat them if you are with 3 people rather than playing solo. So once you've defeated the Erdtree Guardians, you can come over here and grab the Golden Dew item that you need to progress the Remembrance. So once you've finished up with your expedition, you'll be rewarded with the Golden Dew relic. And just make sure that you actually finish the round. If you die, that's okay. Just make sure you don't quit out in the middle of the match, because I'm not sure if it'll end up taking it away from you and you'll have to do it over again. I haven't tried that, but yeah, just make sure you finish your expedition. So once you get back to the roundtable hole, just make sure the golden dew is inside your key items inventory. So once you've got the golden dew item, go back to the journal, and it's going to tell you to give the golden dew to Wilder. And he's going to be sitting right in the same spot that he was before. Now once you exhaust his dialogue, you'll be rewarded with the faded iron coins, which is a relic that you can put on in one of your vessels. So head right back to the journal, and it's going to tell you to go talk to Raider. So after talking with him, he's going to want you to go out and talk to the Revenant, which you can see where she's at on your map, and she's going to be outside. Now if you go out this door right here and you just follow the path all the way through the woods, she's going to be standing right here. So after you speak with the Revenant, we're going to go back inside, and it's going to show you where you need to go next, and you're going to talk to the Iron Menial, which is another NPC. And right when you walk in the store, he's going to be standing right here, and you're going to ask about Wilder's conditions. So after you've exhausted his dialogue, it'll say Remembrance completed in the bottom right corner, and you can hit this portal right here to conclude this portion of the Remembrance. So once you get done with that, it'll say the Duchess journal was updated by the recovered memory fragment. And like I said in the beginning of the video, you get memory fragments by defeating Night Lords or finishing expeditions, and you'll be rewarded with the Golden Dew relic. So I saw a handful of people that weren't actually able to progress to the next chapter and were getting stuck right here. You do need to defeat at least one Night Lord with the Duchess to be able to get a memory fragment and progress to the next chapter. Like I said before, you may be able to get one just by completing 2 to 3 expeditions, but you'll for sure get one if you complete one Night Lord. And I don't believe it matters which one, and you can defeat one before you start the Remembrance or after. It doesn't matter. You just need to have a memory fragment to be able to progress. So once you're able to progress, you're going to choose Begin Remembrance, and it's going to bring you right back out to the round table, and you'll be starting the next chapter of the Remembrance. So from here, you're going to head right back into the journal room, and you're going to read your next objective, just like we have been. And it says, find the Wilder. So if you head right out here to where the round table is, it's not going to show anything on your map, but if you go right over to this little light that's shining and interact with it, it'll give you a clue. And it'll tell you that some footprints are leading on. So if you look to the left here, you'll be able to see these footprints. And you're just going to want to follow them. So it's going to lead out to this table, and you're going to interact with this. And it says the work surface still feels faintly warm. And it's going to say there's an aroma nearby. And if you head right out this way, around this corner, the Wilder is going to be sitting here with some bread. And if you interact with it, it'll give you the option to eat it, and you are supposed to eat it. So once you do that, you'll get a little bit of dialogue from the Wilder, and just make sure that you exhaust it. So once you exhaust the dialogue, you'll be rewarded with the pita bread, which is just a quest item. So after you get the pita bread, you're going to go back to the journal, and it's going to say talk to the Iron Menial about the pita bread. And once again, he's going to be in this room right next to you, and you can find him on your map as well. So once you get done exhausting his dialogue, it's going to say Remembrance completed in the bottom right hand corner, and you can go over to this little portal and conclude the Remembrance, which will send you right back to the journal. So once you get back to the journal, you are going to need another memory fragment to be able to progress to the next chapter. And it'll reward you with the Duchess Chalice, which you can use as another vessel to equip your relics. And I'll show more about that later. So once again, we're going to begin the next chapter of the Remembrance. And it'll take you back to the round table hold, and you're just going to want to go back to the journal, and it's going to say talk to the Raider or the Revenant. So we're just going to head right back outside where the Raider was at that table, and you can see where he's at on the map. Now once you've exhausted the dialogue, it'll give you a few choices, and you can ask about the Weather Vane if you want some extra dialogue, but we're just going to choose maybe we shouldn't defeat the Night Lord. Now after you finish that dialogue, we're going to head back to the journal, and your next objective is to find the message in Limfeld. So before we do this next objective, it is going to be a boss fight, a small one, but we are going to go up to the relic counter first and equip this certain relic. So once you get to the relic table, you're going to want to equip the Grandiously Seen relic, and this relic starts you out with Bewitching Branches, and these items are helpful for this boss fight with the Revenant, mainly because when you use the branches, the spirit enemies she summons, it'll turn them against her, and the skeletons she spawns. It makes the fight a lot easier, and you can focus just on the Revenant without having to defeat the summons. So this relic is a random drop as well, so if you don't have it, it's not the end of the world. The boss is manageable without it, and it shouldn't be too hard. If you've unlocked the Revenant, it is the same exact boss fight as this one. But yeah, it's not the end of the world if you don't have it. The branches just make it a little bit easier to manage the fight. So once we've got that relic equipped, we're going to head outside towards the Revenant where she'll be waiting for us so we can fight her. And we're going to head out this middle door right here. And if you can see where she's at on the map, she's going to be right down by the water side on the beach. And we're just going to hop over this railing right here, and we're going to head through this doorway. And if you just follow straight all the way down, she's going to be right at the bottom and you cannot miss her. So once you get down to the Revenant, she's going to ask you if you want to fight, and you're going to choose Ready Armament to be able to start it. So once you start the fight, you're going to want to use the Bewitching Branches on the summons, and it would be ideal to use one on both of them, just like I did, but if you have to use both, it's not a big deal. And then you're going to want to just focus on the Revenant. Her attacks do quite a bit of damage, so you're going to want to watch out for them. She does do the slash attack with her weapon, and then she does have a spell that she casts, and it is the Triple Rings Radagon of Light. So just watch out for that because it can drain your health fairly quickly if you do get hit by it. So once you finish up the fight, she's going to have a little bit of dialogue for you that you're going to want to exhaust. And after the fight, you'll complete the objective and you'll be rewarded with the Crown Metal Relic. So after you've exhausted her dialogue and gotten the Crown Metal Relic, we're going to head back up towards the round table hold, and the next objective is going to say find the message in Limfeld, and there may be some extra dialogue from the Raider, but it's not necessary that you need to talk to him. But you do need to start a new expedition, and there will be a red mark on your map, and I'll show you where to go from there. So to complete the next objective, which is called Find the Message in Limfeld, there is going to be a red dot on the top right hand corner of your map when you're on an expedition. And once you get there, there is going to be 3 fallen mercenaries that you're going to want to defeat. And it does make it a little bit easier if you are with a team. They're not impossible to take out by yourself, but it just makes it a little bit easier. So after you defeat them, you can come right over here and grab the Weather Vane's Words item that you're going to need to progress the Remembrance. And once you finish up with the expedition, this should be in your inventory. So heading back up to the journal for your next objective, it's going to say talk to the Raider or the Revenant. And again, you can see where he is at on your map if you forgot. He's going to be right back out of that table that he's usually at. So mainly you're just going to want to choose share Weathervane's message, but you can ask about Weathervane if you want to for some extra dialogue. So once you share the message, he'll have some more dialogue for you, and just make sure to exhaust it. And once you've gotten the dialogue exhausted, you'll be rewarded with the double-sided coin, which is a key item in the Remembrance. Now, after you've received the item and you've exhausted his dialogue, you can wrap up this next part of the Remembrance, and it'll take you right back over to the journal. So once again, you are going to need a memory fragment to progress this next part, and you will receive the Crown Metal Relic. Now, after we get that, we're going to progress to the next part of the Remembrance, and just make sure that you're doing consistent expeditions with the Duchess so you can have memory fragments to progress these chapters. And we are going to head back over to the journal, and it's going to give us the last step in the Remembrance, which is Bless the Iron Coin. So after that, head on over to the round table, and it'll let you interact with the table so you can bless the Iron Coin. And you'll be rewarded with the Blessed Iron Coin, which is a good relic. So after you receive that, you're going to go back to the journal and read your objective, and it's going to say talk to the Iron Menial, and it's not going to show exactly where he's at on the map, but I can show you exactly how to get there. So if you head through here and you go on the far right door, there's going to be some stairs up to the right here. You're going to head down them and take a U-turn right here, and this door will be open once you're at this step. And this area is called the Crypt, and the Iron Menial is going to be standing right here to talk to. So after talking to him, you're going to give him the Blessed Iron Coin. So after you give him the coin and exhaust his dialogue, there's going to be another mark on your map, and you're going to want to go talk to the Wilder, which is going to be in front of the fireplace near the dressing room. And once you get to him, you're going to choose Let Us Defeat the Night Lord. So after you speak with him, you're going to go back over to the journal, and it's going to say talk to the Iron Menial again. And so you're going to go back down into the crypt and exhaust his dialogue. So once you finish his dialogue, you're going to be rewarded with the Remebrance Duchess outfit. So after we do that, that is going to wrap things up for the Remembrance, and I'm just going to show you guys the outfit and the items we got. So this is the Remembrance outfit. It is almost the same as the original one. There's just a couple minor differences, which honestly, this is the same for every Remembrance outfit that I've gotten so far. They're almost similar to the original one, but it's just cool having it in general. So to completely wrap up the quest, you're going to go back over to the journal and hit Conclude Remembrance, and that is going to finish things up. So just to go over some of the items we got the Blessed Iron Coin, which is a very good relic. Defeating enemies while art is active ups your attack power, continuous HP, recovery, and vigor +1. And the Crown Metal is very good too. It says the dagger chain attack reprises event upon nearby enemies, and it improves dagger attack power. So very, very good for the Duchess character. And the Golden Dew relic is very good too. It improves character skill power and boosts attack power of added affinity attacks. And you also get a chalice as well, which you can use as another vessel to slot in your relics. In the last slot, which will be gray, you can use any colored relic that you want. But that's going to wrap things up, guys. I hope this helped you get the Remembrance for the Duchess, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.